Welcome back to another Sunday vlog. It is Friday the 4th of August and this will go up in 2 weeks time. So 2 weeks on Sunday, whatever that date is. And if you've come from my last vlog, I hope future me has been like editing this, being like, oh wow, I actually achieved loads. But I did realise why I don't get as much sewing done, because I spend a lot of time editing. My edits are super basic. I don't go into anything sort of fancy because I'm still learning. But even short videos, they do take time to edit, and then with the thumbnails and the tiles, stuff like that, it is time consuming. Hopefully, like, this video will show you like all the stuff that I'm making, like my cardigan, the crop top, the blouse, and I'll be like, hey, I've had the most productive 2 weeks ever. So if you came from my last vlog, you would have seen I did a test piece and I said this was 3 3/4. Yep. But then I pressed it, I steamed it because it's an important step in the shirring process. Don't forget your steaming. I'm going to make a cheat sheet on shirring because I keep forgetting. Like, I want this corner, I'll show you. This is my sewing space. So I want this to have like cheat sheets and like sewing art and like make it really super cute. But I did steam this and now it is an awful lot smaller. It is 3 3/4. So it has shrunk it by half an inch. It shrunk it by half an inch. So it's it should actually come out really well. So I think I'm gonna cut this out and make one and then add straps. And then the toil that I made, I put elastic around the top and it wasn't, so it was nice and like smooth. And then I made the black and white, the white with black spots top that I wore in my last vlog. I didn't put the elastic around the top and it's frilly. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm quite against frills, but I think that was quite subtle. It's a little bit of a frill. So I think I'm gonna make this right now, and I think it should be a super quick make. Oh, I haven't pre-washed the fabric though. I'm gonna risk it because I'm in the mood to make this, and it's got quite a lot of stretching, so it doesn't need loads of. Let's make the crop top first because that's already cut out. Yeah. We'll make the crop top first. Oh my lord, I am a disaster. Looking like it's a very Franken top because that's the lining on the front, which is Halloween, and red on the back. Now, I've tried understitching this with the stitch that was recommended, and it's just not come out right. So now it's got no understitching and I cut it off. It's definitely a little bit too wide. Maybe if I had a bigger bust it would help a bit more. So I do need to try and put some understitching in just to make it sit a bit more nicely. It's not perfect because it's just not. But I quite like the length. I mean, I wouldn't wear this like I'm wearing now because I'm 33 and had a child. I'm not a teenager anymore, but it's very comfy because it's jersey. Probably something quite easy if I want to do like a quick workout. I like the thick straps, that's really nice. I just need to figure out what stitch to put under this to make it sit a bit more nicely. And I still need to finish off the raw edges at the bottom, which I might not do because then I'd have to then try another stitch to fold it up. I might just leave it as it is and have it as a freaking workout top or like something to sleep in. But as I've used a bit more scrap fabric, which makes me happy. I'm finally reducing my scrap piles. And then I think the rest of the scraps for the jersey, I'm going to make yarn cozies. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that and list them on my Etsy. If you are interested in my new Etsy shop and that whole journey, I have started a separate channel for that, which I will link below, because opening Etsy shops during a cost of living crisis is really wise not. But it's a nice quick make and it killed a It killed an hour and a half. It's not perfect. I'm not disappointed. I do love this fabric, honestly. It's so much fun. I definitely think it might look better if I had a bra on or a slightly bigger bust. I think I could have gone down at least another bust size, but doing the grading out to the waist was definitely the right decision. But it's got so much stretch in it, I possibly could have got away with something quite a bit smaller, but I just think I should have gone down more in the bust, which is a real shame. I've got a little bit of gaping right here, which is slightly irritating. It's a new make, it's comfy, and I'll wear it. What more can I ask for? I want to just quickly iron and cut out my fabric so I'm ready to hit the ground running with shirring, because I have my sewing machine set up for shirring right now, and there's a few other projects I want to get on with, and I can't be bothered changing it all out to then change it all back again. So I've taken my high bust measurement, which is 35 inches, and I've times that by 1.5, which will give me a rectangle of 52.5 inches, and for the length we're going from here down to just below my knee, which is 32 inches. So I'm gonna try and cut that out as best I can on the floor, so then I'm ready to go straight with the shirring. I will link the tutorial that I followed. It's Tammy, I think. She's just the first video I watched. You don't need to see me make a shirred dress because there's so many videos on YouTube. That is a waste of my time editing and your time for watching, because it's been done a million times. I don't know if you can see this. I'll try and show you, and we won't know till when it's finished. My sewing knowledge is freaking woefully and utterly shite. I could really do with going on a course about pattern grading and dressmaking, really, and how to change the patterns for my body, because I just don't know enough, and honestly there's only so much time I can spend on YouTube trying to find this information before I just get so frustrated and overwhelmed. So if you're a beginner, or if you're an experienced sewist, please, where did you gain all your knowledge from? Because I wasn't taught any of this shite in school, man. So I think my darts are a wee bit off. That one's coming in, sort of, there's the nipple, that's the side, and then I think maybe it's a centimetre or two off, and then I'm going to have a slit up the right side, and it's going to hit mid-calf, and it looks like it's got enough give. I'm not entirely sure what Delilah's bum is set to, hips. Sorry there, Delilah. So Delilah is 42.5 inches. So a wee bit bigger than me, but hey, I've lost weight since I last did Delilah's measurements, and it's looking alright. My 2 hours are now up. It's 2:15. I still have the lining to put darts in and to finish off the seams and do the stay stitching and the straps, but I should be able to get through that tonight, and it shouldn't take me more than an hour. And then obviously I've got a lot of ironing to do, but I like the length. I've gone with the midi length, and I think she's gonna come out looking cute. So recent makes, let's go on to recent makes. I am having a freaking amazing time, let me tell you. The shirred dress I made a whole video about because I just loved it that much, and I really wanted to talk about the construction. And it's amazing, it's just beautiful, and it was so cheap to make. And I think I would definitely, if I see the right fabric in the future, I will definitely want to make another one of these. And I'm definitely feeling my dress era now. I am in my knit jersey dress today and I'm just feeling very flouncy and lovely. It's a wee bit long. I think I might kill myself walking down the stairs, but the sun has been very lacking this summer in the UK. So it's a wee bit, it's sunny, cloudy today, so I'm going to take the dog and the child out this afternoon and go blackberry hunting. And I'm going to just go out in my dress because why not? You know, I am trying to dress more happily. I don't know what the right word is, just dressing for fun and something dressing for happiness, trying to find happiness in the small things. What else have I made? The slip dress. Oh my god, that slip dress, the I don't know how to say it, Kaia. I can't say this word, okay? It's by Love Sew, and again, all the links are below, and it's only free for a certain amount of time. I think maybe only like a week and a half left at this point. But there is other slip dresses on the internet that you can find. I have linked one in the past in one of my dress video. There's one there. I graded from a size D to a size E, and it worked really well. I'm absolutely properly impressed with how the grading worked. If I hadn't graded it, it would have been way too big on my chest, or I wouldn't have been able to get my hips in it. So just I was really happy with that, you know, and I would like to make some more of these. I'd like to make just a simple top because, and I think I would still grade slightly because I like it a top to cover my belly. I liked how thick the straps were, okay? I did like how thick the straps were because it hides my bra strap. I liked the darts. The material is a linen viscose, which is an absolute bugger to work with. I'm not sure I would buy the fabric again, but it's less than £4 a metre. It's slinky, it's so soft, like I'm not triggered by the fabric at all. And it looks beautiful. It's really lovely. So I don't know, like, it's something I could overlook for the price and how it makes me feel. That is linked below as well. And yeah, I didn't know I needed a slip dress in my life. And when I've seen the saltwater slip that you would have seen loads of YouTubers make this at this point, but I am on a pattern buying ban, and I don't want to download any more free patterns. No more patterns in my life, right? No more patterns. And I've seen the saltwater slip and I'm like, okay, well, it does look beautiful in all these different women and all these different body shapes. And I've seen women out and about in slip dresses in like when we've been out and about. And I'm like, they all look really good. Like, they just look amazing and really just feminine and like not elegant, but just really simply put together. They're not, you know, got loads of accessories and no faff and fuss. I hate that. And I'm like, okay, right, this pattern's free for like, it was 4 weeks at a time. I got it sent to the printers because I ain't sticking all that paper together. I thought I've got nothing to lose because the fabric was so cheap. And I realised I was never going to get around to making the play suit. And yeah, the instructions are really well written. It has now encouraged me, when I'm off my pattern buying ban, I will purchase from her again because the instructions were so well written. You know, like the Franken Pattern Company, she does YouTube videos for all of her patterns as well, which is why I do buy from her. So yeah, this is, if you need a sign for a slip dress, this is it. Go and make one. Go download this pattern while it's still free, because it just really practical. I did the slit at the side, not the front, because I don't really like that look. And I think if I was to make it again, I would make the front piece and the back piece one separate piece. So I'd cut it on the fold, but also cut out, shorten the pattern, so it still gives me the same shape. Because I didn't really see the need. I know she has it so that you can make the two halves of the dress in separate colours, like colour blocking. I think that's why. But for me, it's not a style I personally am a fan of. So yeah, so 2 really fantastic projects, and both free. So I want to win it, and I'm destashing. I've used up 2 bits of fabric. Though the Shirred Dress I did buy the fabric, so kind of neutral on that point. And I also managed to make the Elise cardigan by Sew Mag out of the cotton waffle fabric that I got in that mystery box. That video is here. And again, it came out really well. The pattern was actually designed for a knit, so it took me a wee bit of effort to get the sleeve in, but I am happy with the cardigan. It's warm. I don't know if I should add buttons on it. I've got some nice brown buttons I think would go really well with it, but this cardigan will go well with all of my clothes because it's black and it goes with everything. But imagine this with my brown patina blouse and with that amazing collar. I think this is giving me like dark academia feels, like, yeah. So I think I'm going to try that on, and I think that'll, if I can get my sleeves in this will be amazing, because I've got some of the same fabric in pink, which is a bit, it's a baby pink, so I'm not sure it's really me, but it would go, that fabric go well with the Erin dungarees in that pale peach corduroy, the needle cord. So for that one, I am going to add on massive pockets as well, and I think I'm going to do like slant pockets. So from here, where your collar thing goes around, all the way into the side seams, because I'm severely lacking pockets. I make my own clothes. I don't put pockets in them because I am lazy. That is the truth, I am lazy. So the next cardigan will have pockets. So yeah, I'm feeling my cardigan and dress era, like a bit more practicality but a bit more femininity. So those are my recent makes. I also, you saw in the beginning, I have made a desk quilt, and it's got other bits of fabric and crochet goodies underneath the quilt that now you can't see, to try and dampen the sound. And someone said on my shorts that they put up that they're cutting up an old yoga mat to go into their machines. Fantastic idea. I love that idea. I don't do yoga or have old yoga mats, but if I did, definitely I would do that. Sewing plans. I have the patina blouse in the viscose, in the light blue viscose cut out short sleeve version. That is what I'm going to sew next. I am then going to spend a day, or my next allotment of time, cutting out the Erin dungarees and the Riley overalls. I am very aware that mid-September is coming around quite fast, and I do have aspirations for a beautiful holiday wardrobe, and those two overalls, dungarees, whatever you want to call them, making up that. So that's my next sort of like 2 to 3 projects. I may take a slight side meander in some other projects depending on how I feel and like how I will assess my stash. So we'll see. So yeah, that is today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around, and I have I don't really know what the rest of the month brings. You will find out along with me, I'm sure. See you next time. That was a terrible outro.